Now for a new story we already knew 6 months ago when it was rumor. Well, now it's true. Hello everyone, I am still Mecha Random 42, still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. You guys wanted to see what's behind me, so we decided to go a little different today, and we are also unboxing a stand mixer for the other channel. If you guys do want to subscribe here or there or anywhere, I'm uploading like cooking stuff and live stream archives like this one, which will probably get me canceled. I don't know if I'm going to upload it or not. Doctor Who! We're talking about Doctor Who! There's some news with the companions that they're going to be going bye-bye. And of course, we missed this one yesterday when we were talking about all the companions. This just proves a lot of my point that I'm going to get into in the rant portion of this that was clipped from my live stream. So please stay tuned to that. We gotta talk about this though real quick. I gotta add this last minute. Just like they did, apparently. The Doctor Who's Fugitive Doctor was an unplanned last minute twist. No crap. We could tell. This is definitely one of those situations, just like Star Wars, Star Trek, all these other properties, where they don't know what the crap they're doing. They go in and throw in a retcon without thinking about the consequences, just for what? Clicks? Just for Twitter impressions, just so people can say, oh, you're so stunning and brave because now you have a doctor who's a whammon of color, completely erasing Jodie's original, being the first whammon doctor. That completely erased it. So did the Timeless Child, by the way. By the way, another complete and utter retcon that they didn't think through now, did they? The introduction of a new doctor is like a pretty big deal. And this is an article. This is an article that somebody got paid a lot of money to write. It's like a pretty big deal, Like, oh my god, gag me with a fork. So when season 12's Fugitive of the Judoon brought us Jo Martin's Doctor on the Lam, it felt like a culmination of something huge. But it turns out her debut was kind of out of the blue. And when the showrunner doesn't know we'll come again anytime soon, that's because they don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing crap to the wall to see what sticks. Just for what? Woke points, diversity. Just to get Twitter impressions. They don't care about the canon of the show or the fandom or all the people who go and make a point. They make a point, and this is where you're really, really screwing over your fan base. You have people who make a point to memorize every single fact in canon, and now you're just telling them, oh, well, everything you memorized is all for naught, and now relearn it, redo it. It's like they don't actually care, and I know Chris Chibnall is somebody who's assumed to have cared about Doctor Who at some point. I mean, he was talking about it as a teenager, for crying out loud. In an interview with Radio Times, showrunner Chris Chibnall shared how Martin's arrival on Doctor Who came about. It turns out she wasn't part of some episodes or season-long game plan, which is kind of what we've come to expect with modern Doctor Who. Instead, she was a last-minute change to a script already in progress. That's why it felt so weird and out of place. And the only good part of that was Captain Jack, and this is probably one of the better episodes, too. Maybe they need to not plan it. Maybe they should need to throw whatever. And that might be my fault because I did watch it double speed so I could actually get through the thing. We had a story. And Vinay and I were talking about the story. And then I just called him up one day and said, you know the story? What if that's the Doctor? He sort of sat and looked at me like, what? Yeah, because it was a dumb idea. It might have come as a shock, including to the episode's creators. But that's part of what made it work. No, it didn't. Not only did you erase Jodie as the first whammon doctor, you kind of just threw in this character just to sideline. And it's bad because I like Jo better than I like Jodie. I like this character better than I like Scrunchface over there. Because the actress, you should have hired her in the first place. Oh, but no, they can't do that. Oh, there's more news. And if this wasn't incompetent enough, yeah, there's even more rumors. A new Doctor Who rumor claims the show will introduce a new LGBTQ plus I Doctor. No. A new rumor claims that Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall is planning to introduce a new LGBTQ plus I LMNOP XYZ to the series, another Doctor. The new Doctor, so they're going to add a new Doctor and their costume is going to be Indian inspired. Is that going to be cultural appropriation? I wonder. People are already upset about the whole TARDIS being a police box and Yaz being a cop. I can't imagine how well this is going to go down for them. Now keep in mind, this is just rumors, but who knows? Chris Chibnall introduced the 13th Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, and then completely retconned her with this whole Jo Martin. crap, and then the Timeless Children was another retcon. So I don't know how much I even care and trust what is going to go on with Doctor Who. I think I'm just watching it like it's a Mystery Science Theater movie where I can just riff it and have fun with it at this point. And if you want to read the whole article here, they have some rumors about, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce her name, so I'm sure she's wonderful and lovely and a very well-beloved actress. If that is the case, is it going to help Doctor Who? Probably not. Now, here's the rest of the Doctor Who news and rumors and updates that we clipped from the live stream yesterday. I hope you enjoy. Now, we already had rumors of this. We already had news of this. We already knew that these two companions were going to be leaving, and it's going to make the TARDIS a lot less crowded, hopefully. Hopefully we get news of, like, just one new companion to replace the three that were just weighing it down. And maybe some new showrunners and writers, too. That's not going to happen, though, is it? No. What we're talking about, well, now it's official. Bradley Walsh and Tossin Cole are going to leave their companion roles, and we'll make that a little smaller. See, when I change it, you can't have everything behind me like the green screen. So I got to rearrange and remove. No, move, not remove. Moving them. And that's our Christmas special. It's a New Year's special, though. It's not even a Christmas special. So, basically, Ryan and, what's the old guy's name? I can't remember. The old guy and the grandson are leaving. Bradley Walsh and Tossin Cole are making their final appearance as the Doctor's companions on the Doctor Who New Year's special. So, are they going to kill him off, or are they just going to write him out of the show? Walsh said, viewers should expect a lot of poignancy from this episode. Oh no. It's going to be wandering around in the dark with all these feelings and emotions. Oh, I miss you so much. I'm going to miss you too. I'm going to miss you forever. I'm going to miss you for all eternity. I miss you too. And it's going to be that. It's going to be a bad thing. Denny Ringa is Canadian 699. Oh, thank you so much, Canadian 699. Doctor Who gives a crap anymore is more like it. That's where we're at. The pair have been at Jodie Whittaker's side since 2018, and it feels like it's an eternity. It feels like we've been talking about this new modern day Doctor Who for about 500 years now, doesn't it? That's about how long she's been on the TARDIS too, hasn't she? I think they really broke the franchise with that whole Timeless Child retcon. You can't just retcon something 50 years in and expect your lifelong fans to appreciate and just accept it. You really can't. And this is I don't even know if this is a step in the right direction, because the biggest problem and issue with the show, other than, yeah, it does get a little cluttered with all the companions, is the fact that we have really bad writing, and Jodie Whittaker seems to be doing her best to do a David Tennant impression instead of just being her own Doctor. That's one of the problems I have. I have many problems with modern day Doctor Who. Titled Revolution of the Daleks, the special will also see member Barry and token fan favorite, I guess, John Barrowman return as Captain Jack Harkness to fight the Daleks, no less, like the title of the thing says. Because, let's face it, they ran out of ideas. They couldn't do Christmas specials 2 years ago. They did. They ran articles saying, we're out of ideas. We don't know what to do for a Christmas special. John Barrowman said, it was great being back and that returning to the show had been like going home. He's getting a little up there. I also, if you didn't see my trailer reaction, I reacted... If that's in the new Doctor Who, it's going to be way more watchable. It won't be. I did the trailer reaction to that, and, you know how much I love it so much when they talk down to male characters like they don't know what they're doing, especially when they're immortal, or very old, or very old aliens from, like, hundreds and hundreds of years. That was always my problem with the Clara Peter Capaldi stuff, and she was always trying to tell him what for. Like he didn't already. He's 100,000-year-old freaking. I know he's not 100,000-year-old, but he's a 1,000-year-old alien, give or take. I think he might know more than you. I think just saying. He might know a little bit more than the 19-year-old high school teacher. No, she's not even a high school teacher. Grade school teacher. But that's just me. And that was one of my biggest problems with this, is this modern day millennial writing, where they have to write the younger characters as talking down to the older characters like they're wrong and they don't know anything. Maybe make your own franchises if you've really got that much of an issue with something that people have loved for years and years and years and years and years. Maybe make something yourself. Oh, you can't do that because you wouldn't get hired to do that. No. Just to what? Talk down to everybody else in a franchise that you don't want. This is what happened to the comics industry. And that's why that died. And this is what's happening in Star Wars and Star Trek, is you have this kind of younger mindset of people who decided to come into the franchise that you love. Even though Chibnall, I know he's about my age. He's old enough to know better. To want to keep Doctor Who as true to the spirit of Who as he possibly can. And he doesn't do that. Yeah, make their own franchises. Good joke. I know, they won't do it. It's not like, what Comic State is doing, where they're making their own comics, because you can do that. It's a lot easier. But you know what? That's where you start. You start with a comic book, and then you crowdfund something for a short film, or a movie, or an animation, or something. And that's what's going to be happening. We're going to say enough is enough with these franchises, and we're going to take our money and go make our own stuff. And that's what they're doing already in comic book. And I think this is where I wrote up a thing a couple of years ago where I was asking, is it really, really time we just move on from these franchises, right? Is it really, really time to just say, what, enough. We don't want this franchise anymore as much. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful, but I think we need to break up. It's been wonderful, but I think we need a divorce, right? It's been fun, but you're not the same person that I married. You've joined a cult. You've gone religious with your beliefs. You can't be reasoned with. You can't debate without inserting a bunch of made up brainwashing things that nobody ever said. And we were talking about this today on the stream. Maybe it's time we kick them out of our house. Maybe it's time we just take whatever dignity we have and say, not today, Dr. Karen. Not today. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you guys do like the content, please like, subscribe, share. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to be a lot nicer than that certain actress. The other actress. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with, right? That's kind of where we're at. That's where I'm getting with a lot of these franchises, is that, you know what? I have good memories. I have kids with you. I got my baby Yodas, we got babies with you. We've grown with you. And you know what? You've kind of grown away from us. And I always say this with stuff like Star Trek and Star Wars. They come in and they're cheating on fans. They're cheating on us with fans that are half our age, half our intelligence, and half our passion. And you know what? We're going to go and find something better. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to other things. We're going to move on to things that are a little bit more sound and reasonable. We're going to move on to things that are going to be more fulfilling and spiritually rewarding and creatively rewarding. Something more inspirational. Something that isn't going to constantly tear us down and talk down to us and divide us and tell us that we're not wanted. Every time I see the studios catering to the younger fans and then the younger fans telling us older fans to go away, it feels like we're being gate-kept away from it. And that's what they're doing. They've got the property and they're throwing us out like they're gatekeeping us away. And basically, maybe we need to kick them out of our house, or we need to move ourselves and just find, you know what? Fine. You can have the house that you're too busy burning down anyway, because it needs a lot of repair and a lot of work, especially after, what Chimballs did to Doctor Who, or what KK did to Star Wars, or what Alex Kurtzman did to Star Trek. So you get these, or J.J. Abrams did to everything, right? Since they're too busy taking a giant dump in their living room and burning the house down while they're still inside of it, maybe we'll just move out and go find something better, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. What do you think? True. It feels like they're gatekeeping us away from it, Maximum Cypher says. That's what I feel like. Nathan Norman, we'll make our own show with blackjack and hookers, and it'll be more fun, and it'll be more entertaining. And then, the wokey crowd will come in and say, oh, that's just a racist, sexist thing. Sadly, it's going to be something that divides us even further, where you have more and more people who are outraged. And then what's going to happen? Then they're going to come over to our new thing and tell us why our new thing's bad. And then what are we going to do? We're going to say, not today, Karen. This isn't for you. If you want it, you're going to like it as it is, right? And we try and do our best to please as many people as we can. But when you've got some people saying, oh, we can't have any character ever because we're going to insert all this crazy into it. That's basically what I hear from the alt-left wackadoo hate mobs, is that they're upset with every character all the time over everything anyway. So to me, it just sounds like they don't like entertainment. People change through time anyway. Why throw the partner out of here? What's the difference? About Star Wars or Star Trek, right? If you're throwing them out after they've joined a cult and are too busy trying to tear you down by telling you you're wrong and you're bad, when you really haven't changed that much, you might have even mellowed out in your old age, right? But they come in constantly saying, you're an ist, you're a phobe, this is what's wrong with you. Here's why this, critical race theory, blah, 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 blah. And it comes off as such cult speak. It really feels like no different than your spouse deciding to change their religion halfway through your marriage. And that's what it feels like to me. That's why you would throw your spouse out of your house if they, like, after years and years and years of this, they just can't see eye to eye anyway. And they're going to complain and pick apart and be mad at you for it. They're going to assert and insist and say, you're appropriating and you're... Okay, you know what? You're not happy here. You can just go. And that's what it feels like to me. It's like, you're not happy here. You might want to just go. Because these people are never happy. They're never satisfied. They never stop with anything. Maybe they need to go. Maybe they just need to go away and leave us all alone and let us be. I am Mecha Random 42, and you know what? I'll probably watch the Doctor Who special since we went off on like 27,000 tangents anyway. I will probably watch it. I will probably review it. I can't imagine it being any better than a 6 out of 10 though. So let's see if my prediction score will hold up. I think it's going to be a 6 out of 10 probably. It might be worse though. Oh no, now it could be worse. Oh, I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Oh, you're fine.